All right. Good evening, everybody. Poker Face is back in town. Uh, yeah, you could say that. You could say that, Super Monkey. And hello, Maddock, as well. Hey, everybody. And good evening. It's been quite a busy day today. I just need to get this set up. I think it is on a timer. Yeah, we'll just need to. Sorry, just need to get rid of the. No, can we just. No, just. No, just. No, I don't want the chat. Go away. Fuck off. There we go. That's better. Sorry. No, a bit of swerving there, I know, but it's all good. And there we go. All right. Hey everyone. Nice job today. You sound happy. I am pretty darn happy today. Does John have to travel to Las Vegas? Not quite, Super Monkey. So it's been a busy day for me today. Obviously, earlier today I was at the regional final in Manchester, playing for a trip to Las Vegas. There was 197 players in this one, which is the biggest field I've ever played in my life. The most I've ever played in previously was 193. This was 197, nearly 200 players. A large field of people to get through. 20 tables to start out the beginning of the game. And after about 6 hours of playing, I managed to finish 12th out of 197 people, which is my new best result at a Red Tooth regional final. Unfortunately, it wasn't the final table. I did not win, but because I was one of the 14 runners-up after first place, I did manage to, for the first time, secure a national final spot, which is kind of similar to the regional final, except that they offer more places to Las Vegas. There's a bit more of a cash prize, and it's possibly a different venue. It's kind of like, national is a bit different. Now, that apparently will be happening in October at some point. So it's quite a bit off. Hey Nitro, thank you. Thank you, Super Monkey. Thank you, Nog. Yeah, so apparently I think, if I'm not mistaken, instead of like one place for Las Vegas up for grabs, I think maybe somewhere around 10 places are up for grabs. I'm not 100% sure. I've never been to a national final before, so this will be a first time going to a Red Tooth National. It's a bloody good accomplishment, considering I've been going to regionals on and off since about 2008, 9, I think. And this is the first time I've ever managed to win something from attending one of them. I've had close calls, 15th, 27th, getting close, but not quite enough. And this is the first time that I made it to 12th. So a big accomplishment, despite a really rough week of poker where I didn't get any points on the final tables on Wednesday or Thursday. The terrible online poker session I had last night. But it's all counted for today. A national final place in the bag. Job very fucking well done, considering I was short stacked for about half the tournament. And yet I hung on, I picked my spots well, I was patient, and it was good. So yeah, pretty happy about that. So I just managed to get back home about an hour ago. I've had some food. I've just processed what's happened. And now I am going straight into this. I'm very glad to have got home in time for this. The PC Gaming Show 10-year anniversary, or the PC Gamer Show, as I call it, or whatever. So this is like usually the best conference because as a person who owns a PC, and also because they show a lot of gameplay trailers, footage trailers, and not like cinematic stuff, it's usually a really good source for discovering new games. However, on this occasion, I'm actually more excited to hear about maybe 2 games in particular. One of those games is going to be Killing Floor 3. The second sequel to Killing Floor, and it's something I'm looking forward to seeing some stuff about, because I enjoyed Killing Floor 2 quite a bit until I got everything and stopped playing and just go Dead by Daylight. And also because I just, spent 1,000 hours on the game and I'd seen it all. And Killing Floor 3 is a game I'm looking forward to seeing. I want to see if it's any good. Might be something I start playing a lot more of. Other than that, however, a certain other game has made itself known. So I'm going to quickly pop out of this screen for just a moment, because I've been made aware of another game. Isn't it? Oh, it's a new Gears of War. I don't give a shit. Because I've been made aware of another thing, and I have watched a trailer for it. I'm going to watch it again now to show you this. Because Doom is back. So yeah, Doom is coming back next year with Doom: The Dark Ages, which looks like they just wanted to make a prequel and make it medieval as shit. We are finally getting to know what our Doomslayer got up to after Doom 64, but before 2016, not sure, this honestly looks like a return to the slower combat of 2016. If you could call the combat of 2016 slower, honestly. I don't know if you can, but hey, what misfit? How's it going? Yeah, so I have some thoughts on this. This looks pretty good, but yeah, something about the combat does feel a bit off. Somehow. It does look really impressive, though. I mean, obviously, Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 were very technically, visually quite marvelous. The atmosphere looks great and awesome. It looks like we're going to have a shield weapon. We're going to have... He's got a cape now for some reason. Yeah, well, this big bushy cape. Which is interesting choice. And... yeah, we got the explosion down on the ground. I'm just going to lower the volume a little bit on this. But the main thing that kind of caught my attention is the scale of the fights and how they look. It looks like there might be a little more enemies this time around. Ish. Actually, should I move my... No, I'll keep my camera here. Um, like you can see here, the spread shots on the Mancubus look a bit different. And it will say we do have the fast movement that we're all used to seeing from the modern Doom stuff, of course. That's a really cool animation of the skull. But look at the scale of the enemies. I mean, granted, it's cannon fodder stuff at times, but I noticed there's a slight increase of scale of the amount of enemies. A little bit. I don't know if they're trying to imply that maybe there'll be some slightly larger scale fights. I mean, Doom Eternal had some, but really it's not about massive scale. It's more about having a group of various enemy tiers in small groups. The one thing that caught my attention is it looks like we might be seeing a little bit more scale to some fights. The new weapons look cool though. Yeah, like this fight in particular, look at all these enemies just hanging around a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look massively different from a Doom Eternal squad, but it looks a little bit more in terms of scale, perhaps. Maybe a little bit more. So it looks alright, honestly. I mean, after Doom Eternal, I don't know if you could really just... I don't know if they could top Doom Eternal. I mean, that's kind of the thing. I mean, Doom Eternal was such a massive improvement over 2016 to some extent, and now you've got this, and it looks alright. Well, maybe they can't have that same kind of effect again, where it's a wow factor for combat at this point. I don't know. So, do we start introducing gimmicks to Doom now to try and add that new factor, like mech fights, for instance? Or cool, badass looking Crucible Wing Tier Dragons, which, okay, yeah, that's pretty awesome, I will admit. And look at this, a flying section. We get to fly around. We're playing Spyro the Doom Dragon now, apparently. I wonder if this is like a hint at some slight open world, or whether this is just going to be part of a level or whatever. It looks pretty cool, though, I'm not going to lie. We can play as Spyro the Badass Dragon. I mean, look at that. That's just awesome. Everyone complained about not playing with the Mechatel. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I have no doubt this will be a decent game. It could be a decent game. It's going to be, but is it? I don't know. I just don't feel perhaps like super hyped for it, perhaps. I don't know why. I just don't feel as super hyped as for this as I would have said been for Eternal. Or, well, actually, I wasn't hyped for 2016 because of the fucking, how bad the trailers made it look. This does the opposite. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know. Anyone else get that kind of feeling like, yeah, this looks nice, but maybe not quite as impressive as might have been 5 years ago? Something like that. Of course, it's been 5 years since the last one, so it's not like they're pouring these out super quickly to their credit, and it does look like it's going to have some cool extra stuff in it. It's just, I don't know, I'm just not getting that kind of wow factor from seeing this trailer. It looks like it will be solid, it looks like it'll be good, but is it going to do anything interesting? Or will it just be a very fun Doom gameplay and... yeah, I don't know. I'd need to see more of the gameplay is the point. I mean, maybe it's just gotten to the point where they can't really do much more with the Doom Eternal gameplay loop other than change the weapons and the themes a bit. You know, because they created something that good that it's just hard to just top that. So it's like, well, we'll just do a different theme, we'll have some different weapons, we'll have some extra parts to it, like mechs and flying dragons that look awesome as hell. And we'll call it a game. There you go, play that. I don't know. But regardless, pretty cool that this is happening. I mean, I will definitely play this because it's a Doom game. And I like Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, so I'm not going to play this. Of course, I'm just not as impressed. It seems very sort of by comparison to Eternal's combat seems for resource management and basically everything Eternal. I'm worried about it. Well, we're not really seeing much from the trailer. I mean, if it weren't one thing from the Doom trailers is don't judge the game by this kind of a trailer. You know, 2016's trailers would have you think the game was shit. Which is why, hopefully tonight at the PC Gaming Show, we will see some gameplay footage of the game. Actual, much less edited gameplay footage. And then maybe we'll get to see what the game is really like. And then maybe like, oh wow, this is so cool. I mean, it's a very solid core gameplay loop to the modern Dooms, but I am wondering if maybe have they done all they can with it, or I don't know. Well, time will tell. I mean, it's coming out next year, so there's plenty of time. Got a whole rest of this year to get through yet, and it's kind of cool that this is going to happen. So I'm hyped, but not as much as perhaps I would have been. Maybe it's because Doom Eternal have set a very high bar. I don't know. But anyway, Day 9 is talking apparently. And wait, my thing decided to freeze. Good job. Let's try it again.
And it still warms my heart despite all the turmoil that's happened. Just how much esports has grown and how much more.
Oh, right, sorry. There we go.
Great to hear from my buddy and yours, Day 9, who will host the PC Gaming Show in not too long.
Alright, so looks like we're getting started on here. Looks like it's going to be Day 9, and I forget what her name is, but she's been doing the last few.
Moment number 6. When it comes to CRPGs, Larian Studios have rolled a natural 20 on the genre, creating a game that has had both immense fan and critical acclaim.
Anyway, so what are you all expecting to see from the
writing was so good.
What are you all expecting to see from this gamer show tonight?
It was a pivotal moment.
Anything you're looking forward to seeing?
And I think it can be seen for a long time.
Oh my god, it's Shakar's husband,
It's one of those games that has given the player so much agency and freedom of choice.
Is there going to be a Dust 2?
To represent themselves in the game and be represented.
Does there need to be a Dust 2?
The other way around, with people talking to you.
I don't think it does. I just think Dust needs to release its SDK and start giving people custom level options finally.
In between grey area, it's one of those games that has done more than.
I'm just looking forward to Killing Floor 3 and maybe seeing some actual gameplay footage of the new Doom.
It gives us this type of freedom where we can kind of play however we want. There's no one specific way to play, which is why I think, it won Game of the Year for a reason. The amount of love and dedication for the level designs, the challenges,
and why actually give a shit
campaign,
about quality,
the voice actors
despite the
themselves.
bugginess.
You can really see that they put a lot of love to this project.
As a performer, to be able to play every kind of iteration.
It wasn't a live service game that was shit.
Is an incredible experience, because you don't just get to play one version of the character, you get to play every version of the character, which is beautifully indulgent and really wonderful.
Thank you so much to Neil Newon. Our next reflection is a little bit meta. Well, not meta, it's more an Amazon thing. I just mean that we're talking about the platform that you're watching this very show on.
A mobile phone?
Moment number 5.
Which you could be doing.
When we talk about gaming as a medium,
you could watch it on a mobile phone. And then what do you say, huh? Not watching it on a PC.
I don't think I've bought a game in the last few years without first watching someone play it on Twitch.
Twitch expands the meaning of gaming culture 2015.
I started to discover RP servers for games like Atlas, Red Dead and GTA.
I will bite my tongue to that text box. Yes, Twitch definitely did expand the meaning of gaming culture.
I discovered a whole new world through watching Twitch.
Not always in the best ways, shall we say? Not always in the most hot tubs.
Deepens and enriches the experience that I have just engaging.
And I'll leave it at that.
And there's the element of community. It's so much fun to play a game and then.
Is that why they got the friends list?
And being in a chat and seeing someone else.
I don't disagree that the live streaming on Twitch is pretty good, mind you. It's just.
Almost reached the start of the PC Gaming Show, where we'll have
I reserve a healthy dose of cynicism for that.
So stay tuned. Now, as we look back at this golden era of PC gaming, naturally we lock eyes with some pretty big elephants in the room. Or actually, is that a llama?
So come on, Ward, Misfit, Maddock, Super Monkey, what are you hoping to see from this? Any thoughts from you guys? I mean, we're probably going to see some. We might see some Hellforge Studio stuff maybe at some point. I don't really have any expectations. I mean, this is usually the best of the conferences.
think obviously PUBG had kind of run a mark that was everywhere.
So,
Fortnite
I usually look
launched,
forward to
and
this one
honestly,
because
like,
they usually
terrible
show off the
launch. It was
most
just
stuff
kind of crafted
that's
survival game.
interesting.
I think something that a lot of people
Oh,
don't really talk about,
Fortnite!
and the thing that's most
Yay! I
exciting
mean,
about
I
it
don't
is
disagree that
that
Fortnite is a pretty
one,
significant
it's
thing,
cross-play
but
to everyone.
unfortunately,
Like
it's
Tim Sweeney and Epic
well,
really fought to make it so that every platform can play together, and now cross-play feels like kind of a standard thing for a lot of games. Which is great, obviously, for us on PC because then people can play.
led
with us
to
without
the
having to go to
dismissal
the
of
West
Unreal
platforms,
from the
obviously.
Steam store.
But the other thing that it did really well is they introduced licensing into games in a way that's really interesting. Oh, hey, I'm playing Fortnite with my friend the Xenomorph and RoboCop and, any Marvel superhero you want.
One of the things I love about this
Yes,
era
it became an
is
advertising
the time when the
platform for a
Fortnite
lot of
and
companies
Fortnite
to do
focuses with
things
comparatively smaller
like
games
show off the
made by
first
smaller teams, or
show off extra footage of a shitty Star Wars film that was terrible.
Moment number 3. If the idea of battling Elithids, quick-scoping scrubs, or slaying monsters isn't your cup of tea, then luckily for you, the last 10 years has seen the rise of the cozy game genre. To tell us more, here's Lauren Morton from PC Gamer.
I think Stardew Valley really just nails the customization element and letting you
Cozy
have so many
farm
paths
sim.
through the same game. Like, it was definitely the seed for like a type of game that had never been big on PC before, and was definitely the start of people looking for more like wholesome games, cozy games. Like, proved that there were
I guess stuff that wasn't like
for
Facebook
that, like,
tier Farmville
chill,
games, yeah.
cultivating experience, that they could make a game like that.
Stalker, maybe some more boom
Stardew
shoots, the
Valley
Proteus
did, like,
expansion,
sort
and
of
Medieval
one
2,
thing
the
that
Thing
felt
remaster.
Everybody who plays has strong opinions about who they should romance, whether they should go with the community center route or the Jojo Mart route. Whether you want to be a fisher or a rancher or like some other path through the game, and you have so much control over your environment, how you want it to look. It just gives you that sense.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of
like,
boom shoots on display,
personalization and
although a lot of them probably got
yours
shown
that
off during the
doesn't
indie show yesterday.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Doesn't it make a nice change to not be killing something? Moment number 2. You know, back in my day, communicating with our gaming friends over voice chat wasn't exactly simple. We had to hear our teammates eating while they rushed B on Inferno. We had to endure the shriek of Skype just to pair up with pals in StarCraft, and all I can say is never again.
Before Discord, there was TeamSpeak, we had Mumble, we had Pigeon, and it took an army of nerds to be able to put it
Discord
together.
becomes a
With Discord,
universal
like,
gaming
anybody can
companion,
just
yeah,
join
fair
it
enough.
if you have a
Discord's
phone or
been
a
pretty
PC.
darn useful.
Discord is just there. I don't
Honestly,
know
I still remember the
why
days
it
of
didn't exist
TeamSpeak and
beforehand, but,
Ventrilo.
like, it's just been a godsend, honestly.
The thing about
And
Discord for me as an
Skype,
independent developer
Discord
is
has been a
really made
fantastic
getting,
product,
like,
honestly.
live
No
conversations
complaints
with our
there.
community going so
Has issues,
seamless
but
and easy because
I think
everybody,
Discord's been pretty useful.
everybody who talks about games is already on Discord.
Yeah, MSN
It's amazing.
Messenger
And
too.
we
Let's
have
not
10,000
forget
people
MSN
on
Messenger.
Discord. That's nuts.
No.
The problem for me with Discord is that if you have just 12 people in a Discord and they're all talking to each other, you're going to get drama. So it's like the challenge for indie game developers is
That can happen in any game
tool.
community. That's
It's
not
totally
specifically a
low-hanging fruit.
Discord
Everyone
problem.
has it, but you
That could
need
happen
to
in
give
fucking
resource to it literally every
Microsoft
single day,
Teams.
and
Or anything, really.
It's demanding. It's demanding. But I love my Discord, and they're my little freaks. So I wouldn't give them up for anything. We have also kept our forums open at the same time, though, just to like play the field.
Chatting with your friends online has never been
Well, it's almost time. I guess what's the number one
and
moment?
Now, the number 1 moment from the last
Doom!
Alright, we're nearly ready to start the PC gaming show. Who's ready? Actually, is our host ready? Let's check on him.
Hey.
Hey Sean, how's it looking over there, buddy? You got your hosting pants on yet?
Frankie, indeed, I am wearing pants, but you just can't rush this kind of...
Hello, Day9.
Sean, I know you're already hosting the show along with our friend Mika Burton, but can we steal a moment to get your thoughts on, the most historically significant thing that's happened in PC gaming since 2015?
For our 10th anniversary, Frankie, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Because when you think about a brand new release, it's
really?
something more, bigger explosions, better graphics, maybe pushing some technical
Dawn
thing
of
to
Battle
the limit.
Royale.
Like, PUBG did not really run very well on release. Like, I was getting 20 frames per second when I played, but it was so compelling, and it breaks like 3 million concurrents. And then Fortnite switches its core gameplay away from that build a base and defend things at night into a battle royale and becomes the #1 game in the world. And I think that it was so impactful because it was like watching the birth of a new genre. people that did not play shooter games like me had such clarity as to what you needed to be doing at all points in time, and there's 100 people in the game. I mean, again, I don't think that I've played something that compelling since.
Thank you so much to Sean and all of our other experts for sharing their
Yeah, PUBG was an interesting thing for a little bit. I used to play on this channel back when it first came out for a time, but I got fed up with it quick. It was so awkward. A new PC VR headset. Possible. Very possible. Alright, here's the countdown. I'll crank up the volume a little bit since we're about to get started. Hope you can hear it. And me and corporation. Oh yeah, by the way, just need to do something real quick before we start. Give a nice shout out for Capsicin101 for the follow. Thanks for following the channel. I should have done that earlier, I know, but you know, it is what it is. Mature audiences, alright kids, bedtime. Oh, also, yeah, that.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to the PC Gaming Show 2024. Once again, I'm absolutely thrilled to be your host. My name is Sean Day9 Plot. We've got another great show for you, packed with trailers, exclusives, and lots of surprises, but here is what I'm most excited about. Joining me once again is the inimitable Mika Burton. Get in here, Mika. Come on.
I'm on my way.
Take it away,
Sean. I am so
Hello,
glad to be here
again.
and be a part of this milestone in the history of the PC gaming show. Seriously, like a whole decade covering the ever-changing landscape of PC gaming and all of the incredible games during that time. That's pretty impressive.
We've had a good run. 10 years is a long time, and if this show was a child, it would be slamming doors and belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, before we take a look at the future of PC gaming, let's get a bit nostalgic and take a look back at some of our favorite moments from the last 10 years of the show.
Oh, dude. Cue the emotive montage music.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Well, over the years, we've featured so many great games, some of which got their start right here on the PC Gaming Show. So, who remembers some of those gems?
I mean, I remember in 2021 when we turned a graphics card into a spaceship, or when we did various attempts to replace our host with artificial intelligence. It was an innocent time. We were so young and naive back then.
We sure were. And what about way back when the PC Gaming Show was live, and we had developers like Dean Hall and Warren Spector, and oh my God, look at baby Day9.
Oh, and I still look like that.
I mean...
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1969, live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we call the moon.
Hey, what?
Wow. I don't know if it's my dwindling oxygen levels or the fact that my internal organs are floating weightlessly around my body. Man, this game is making me feel very dizzy with excitement. Houston, anything new on the RPG front?
Hey, what?
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1350, a personal favorite of mine? Now, for fans of sticks and pebbles, prepare to lose thy stools for sticks and pebbles too. Developed by peasants and
This is a
published
bit.
by
I think this is skit may have gone on a bit too long, Day9.
Access it on Steam.
Sean, you know some of those things didn't really happen, right?
Oh, of course, Mika. I know. I'm not an idiot. Moon landing, sure.
Well,
Yeah,
we have
get on
some
with
more
it.
exciting news.
They should
No
have just done
10th
one
anniversary
bit
show
and then
would
moved
be
on.
complete without our favorite
Don't need to do it.
Brit
Don't
and
need to do
gaming
two of
goddess.
them.
It's none other than Frankie Ward.
Thank you so
Hello,
much,
Frankie
Mika.
Ward.
It's great to see you and Sean again. And to celebrate 10 years, I even got us a little cake. But I do think I speak for everyone watching when I say, could you two stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Well, in a second. But
Thanks,
Frankie,
Frank. Yes,
riddle
I'm
me this.
thinking.
Why aren't you like here with us?
Well, I'm kind of expecting a pretty special delivery.
Oh, I get you. Big Amazon order.
Yeah,
Can't
makes
miss
sense,
those.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sign.
Right? Something a little more important. I'll be here with my unborn mind flayer having a watch party. And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some snacks, and be on hand to jump in whenever the mood takes me. Also, why are you standing there like a couple of lemons anyway?
Just
You can
got
take a page from my book and
50-90
take a load off.
inside it. Alright.
Hey, Frankie, I think you're onto something. I mean, this is way better.
Yeah, thank you, Frankie. And you know what? Thank you, chair scientists everywhere.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because we've got a great show today. Trailers to the most exciting upcoming PC games, exclusive world premiere announcements of brand new games, interviews and behind the scenes looks at upcoming releases, and lots more.
But first, let's kick off this year's 2024 PC gaming show with 3 huge world premiere announcements. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Dust, please be Dust 2. I still haven't played Dusk HD yet. I do wonder if I shouldn't or not. Even though it's like many other games to be playing. Oh my goodness, it's this gonna be a Power World thing? I don't think so. There's no guns. Hey, Duran's Ward. Yeah, there is. I had no idea either until yesterday when I was pointed out. I am hyped for Killing 4 for 8. And maybe some stuff on the new Doom game, The Dark Ages, that's been announced at the Bethesda conference. Yeah, I've had a busy day today. Poker regional final most of the day. Come back in time to watch this. And this is the first thing, the first of 3 world premieres apparently. Stardew thingy? It looks like some kind of cutesy, comfy, crafting survival. Oh. Okay, that door was kind of cool. On the Wild. Nice.
From the creators of Dolph Romantic and Kurzgesagt comes a new game. In space. Meet the Starbirds. Help them claim nearby asteroids. You'll need to build stuff.
Of Dolph Romantic and Kaiser, whatever.
You'll need to connect stuff to other stuff
The previous
to
one.
produce even
Yeah, maybe a
more
little
stuff.
bit. Like
To
Slime
advance
Rancher.
your technology and reach for the stars. Explore countless asteroids. They're packed with resources and come in all shapes and sizes. Stay curious. You never know what you may find. Starbirds.
Don't think I didn't notice that Among Us themed asteroid
Wishlist
there.
now on Steam.
Hey, Xbox Clown. Yeah, Kurzgesagt, whatever that is. And the third world premiere is... Why does that noise sound familiar? Wait, I've heard this noise clip. What the fuck? This has to be some kind of stock clip, because I've heard this in a completely different context. Game of Gold. A poker show. Must be some kind of stock thing. Anyway. Oh, this sounds different now. So is this like a... Vampire Survivors type thing or whatever?
Lornvale looks great. A fantasy world with post-apocalyptic vibes, guns, but also magic. Sign me the heck up. And actually, Mika, question for you. What do you think you would become in a lawless fantasy world? Seriously.
Well, I could see myself as like a ruthless bounty hunter.
I'd say it's
blasting
more
away
Nico
hordes of
Pro.
enemies with a 6-shooter, or maybe I'd become a
So by the way, no expectations from the show. I didn't even know it was going on today. But what would be nice if they announced a Vomited Requiem remake / remaster?
For you,
What, a
I
friendly version by
picture
Night Dive
a
Studios?
dead body, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
well, that makes sense. I mean, I would die quickly.
Yeah, day
I've always
nine,
said I
you
look
know.
like the Disco Elysium bloated corpse.
I only associate him with
It
StarCraft.
really checks out. Well, in Lornvale, it looks like both of our visions can come true. Hey, now, Sean, since we're talking about fantasy games, lots of them let you practice alchemy, right? But how
Sure.
about a tycoon game that lets you practice alchemy?
Oh, Mika, is your clever wordplay indicative of me getting to brew my own beer?
You are so right, Sean. It is but more than just
Rock and
that.
stone.
In our next game, you build and manage a monastery, keep your monks happy, and create your very own ale recipes.
Oh, Mika,
I don't know
at
if Dana
last,
never played
a game that
WoW,
caters to my
but
desire
I
for
just think
medieval
StarCraft.
mead-based monastery management.
Roll out the
Ale
barrels as we
Abbey.
raise a goblet or two to Ale Abbey.
Alright, a fourth world premiere. Hey, hey, Depop. How's it going? This is a ale crafting monastery game. Yeah. It exists. I am unreasonably excited for Streets of Rogue 2. This looks slightly bonkers. It looks cool, but most anticipated 2024 title, really?
I think it's time, Red.
I told you, my name is Ringo.
Wait, an anime!
Again, how does this thing work?
You just have to combine the words. Like this.
Use your words. Okay.
Found the weakness.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful with the face.
I guess it's just you and me now.
Seems that way.
I've never seen the stars like this before.
Well, make sure you put on your seatbelt.
There's definitely a style to the game. I don't understand why people release games in 2024 that looks worse than games in the 90s. Depends what visual aesthetic they're going for, Depop.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Whatever that is. Arsenal fans make a final. Realm of fantasy indeed. Star Wars! Look-alike. Football Manager. Arsenal keep out losing everything. Automate. There wood. Explore. Be an adorable little blue thing. Yes, there probably is. But you can always have another one. Not that I've ever played one in the first place, but I know they're relatively...
Zoe, I was beginning to think you'd never make it. Ah, you were looking for answers. For you, these centuries would have passed in an instant. I once served your father.
You got 9,000 games on your ignore list.
I helped him lay the groundwork for everything you see here.
You could ignore games on Steam.
I am
you could
sorry.
do that.
Welcome, Zoe.
Wake you up when the boom shoots start. Okay. Steel seed. Very nice. That doesn't really tell us much about the game. Thanks anyway, I guess. Coming soon. How soon? Is 4-1 Aces finally getting some update? Okay, Nitro, you can wake up now. 4-1 Aces might actually be getting something? Forward Aces. Episode 1 drops next Friday, June the 14th.
Thugs like you were all the same.
Friday.
Well, there is
Friday.
an offer that you can't
Yes.
refuse. So, how about you, good fella? Are you ready to get your
They
knuckles
finally
bloody
got
with
to
the
episode
fallen aces?
1.
Well, Mika, I'd rather use a lead pipe. You know, because I have these fragile...
I'm surprised that mouse
arcades.
wasn't
Yeah,
green.
okay. Well, good news, Sean. You will recognize our next game, Stormgate, a real-time strategy game. It's giving off some big StarCraft vibes, which is not surprising since it's being made by a team of former StarCraft developers. And hey, Sean.
Yeah.
You've played StarCraft like an hour or two, right?
Oh, yes, Mika. I've played maybe even 3 hours. I even dipped a toe in a little bit.
Crazy.
But now for all you RTS fans out there, heads up, because with Stormgate, we've got a lot more than just a trailer. We visited the developer Frost Giant Studios for a close-up
I'm pretty
look
sure
at
you've
their
talked
new
about
RTS.
these guys
To
last
get those hand
year.
stretches going, prop up your gaming chair and stay hydrated. Prepare to do battle in Stormgate.
Before the Infernals invaded us on Earth and destroyed human civilization, they engaged in battle with their sworn enemies.
Oh, so that's what they always mean with wish
The
lists now, because
Celestial
you wish to
Armada.
never see it again.
Angelic form emerged with advanced technology. The Celestials fight unlike anything we've
Your
seen,
face went no gaming chair.
harnessing both light and darkness.
I've got a gaming. This is my. I got a gaming chair, but it's not quite as good as the old one. But it does what it needs to do.
Their flying arc ship cascades power, which they use to expand infrastructure, energize their army, and enhance their abilities.
Enemies beware. A higher purpose.
Now, the Celestial Armada is here. Earth is the latest battleground. And the war, it's just getting started.
This is coming out in August for free.
The Celestial Armada is this dying alien race that is moving through the galaxy, and they are ancient beings that stretch back to the origins of the universe itself. And everything from their beings to their civilization where they live is technologically driven.
I have no investment
we
in this
love
game.
playing into that mechanically with how they express themselves on the battlefield in the game. With each faction that we develop, we start with a core identity. The Vanguard, we have this plucky human resistance. They're about adaptability, and with the Infernals, we really explored the idea of a unit-focused faction that could have a different way of summoning their troops into the battlefield. With the Celestials, when we started out, we really wanted to push a lot of boundaries. And we thought, how can we make a building-focused faction? And also a faction that introduces map-wide mobility. They are anchored by this idea that they're descending into the atmosphere from the Celestial Armada. And so when you're playing as this faction and can build structures all across the map in different places very easily, in many ways it becomes this strategic dance about where the conflict is playing out on a map. So we've kind of shifted the focus onto the buildings themselves. There's going to be a lot of emergent gameplay that players will discover on their own that we are not planning for. And that's actually what we want from the Celestials. Is we want to give players a bunch of options, a bunch of flexibility, and a bunch of interesting toys to play with, and then see what comes out the other side. And if you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents, the Celestial faction is designed for you.
With Celestials, we've really done something that is pure original thinking from this team that is not something that we've seen before in a real-time strategy game. And it took a lot of iteration to get to the point that it felt balanced and where it felt correctly comparable to the other two races.
Stormgate is a Blizzard-style RTS, and so by saying that we're continuing the legacy of Warcraft and StarCraft, we're really looking at that core RTS experience. But we really believe that even within a Blizzard-style RTS, there's a lot of room to innovate, and there's a lot of creative boundaries that can be pushed to bring new styles of play and new experiences for players. And so we are really excited about bringing a lot of new ideas into the genre. We want you to have this asymmetric experience.
I'm back.
Where playing one faction or another faction really feels almost like a different game entirely.
Our technology runs at a higher tick rate than any real-time strategy game that's ever come before. In a nutshell, essentially what that means is, as a player, the time between clicking and seeing their actions take place is faster than any other RTS game that's really ever come out. As a player, it just feels really, really good to play.
One of the biggest design challenges that we faced with Stormgate is creating a game that maintains the high-skill gameplay that has been the heart of RTS for so long, but still provides an on-ramp for new players coming in that doesn't scare them away. It's okay to be a high-skill game. It's actually a good and appealing thing. We never want to water down that aspect of RTS, but we talk a lot about lowering the skill floor, which means making it more approachable for new players coming in without taking away the high skill elements of the game that make RTS so exciting. Early access is much more about bringing the community along with us and benefiting from that feedback that the community provides us to really make the game what they tell us they want. We've been having conversations with the community, and together, hopefully, we really are able to craft something that feels collaborative. We're sharing it at a much earlier stage than any game that we've worked on in the past. But it is a better way to make games. I believe that Stormgate, as it evolves, will turn into something that is literally the best game that we've ever worked on as a result.
We hope you've enjoyed this exclusive first look at our Celestial faction. Stormgate's free to play. It's available to everyone. We'll be launching fully into early access on August 13th.
I don't know if StarCraft 2
you can
still
join
has
us
the same
before then on July
appeal that it
30th
once
by
did.
going to Steam and
But
picking
I
up
haven't
one of our
watched
bundles
StarCraft 2
that's available today.
Tournaments for a couple of years. I used to like watching them. back in the
Douse
Pro
me
League
in
days.
ethereal light and mine my minerals. I am beyond excited for Stormgate.
Hey Sean,
But
if you're excited for RTS Madness,
also
wait until
when
you hear
Taste
this.
Toasters
I've been
disbanded,
using pretzels to scoop up my ice cream instead of a spoon.
you know,
Pretzels.
Toasters became
They're like
became
spoons
known
you
to
can
become
eat.
a streamer of his own.
Oh, solid
Very
logic,
entertaining
Frankie.
streamer
But
at times.
why are you telling me this now?
It's strategy, Sean.
You like watching
Optimum
Warcraft
watch
3
party
more than
strategy.
StarCraft.
No spoons, nothing to wash later. Get it? Here is another example. Let's say someone knocks on my door during the watch party. A regular person would get up and answer the door, but me? I just hurl this brick through my front window, and whoever was knocking runs away in terror. Bricks. They're like spoons you can throw.
I feel like I'm really starting to get you, Frankie. A window brick sounds totally overpowered. I think you're onto something.
My point is this. It's a really exciting time for strategy games on PC, and we've got
You just want
so
an
many
RTS
more
with
to show
one
you
unit,
today.
and it's all about
Starting
resource
right
management and
now.
strategy.
All you turn-based tactics fanatics out there do not want to miss this next one.
$2042. Dang, that's ambitious. Isn't this a story of Red Faction? Well, yeah, you're probably not far off. The Old Tor Mining Corporation, you know. But no, this is a different Rebels and different corporate. Is that destructible scenery? Surrender. That looked like slightly destructible scenery there. Decide who owns the red planet. Roads of the Bayou. Before surprise for actually just a hellspawn coming out of nowhere. So it's like turn-based combined with cards. A deck building, yeah. Just another day in the seminary. Watching October. Looks like another game took me $2.
When the demon looked upon the earth, it was the look of death.
So Camlet is really trying to summon a demon from another dimension. What a twat.
The primary mission is to sabotage Camlet's operation at any cost.
That's slightly funny.
A splendid hiding place.
How about a little switcheroo?
You got equipped with thinamajigs too.
You're not the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
Tight passages traversing the rooftops will require some cunning.
Don't mind me.
Did you just melt it?
It's an incredibly complicated chemical reaction. But yes. Impressive.
Terrifying.
It has its uses.
I've got glimpses of a
The
strange
web.
machine he's been working on. I have no idea what it does.
We'll keep it simple then. Stab and shoot our way to the off button.
party would be uneventful.
It certainly looks interesting. The old man.
Stealth, tactics, a ragtag group of scientists, and a werebear. What a great world premiere trailer. And speaking of trailers, Mika, we've had a ton of them on the PC gaming show over the last 10 years. You want to hear some stats?
Oh my God, is Master Chief a Covenant killing machine?
Has and always will be, Mika. And in the first 10 years of the show, we piped into your hungry little eyeballs over 79,018 seconds of exclusive PC gaming content, streaming in a plethora of languages and regions.
And that's not all, Sean. We have
Dude
closely
magazine
with
cover.
developers to
Yeah.
provide exclusive behind-the-scenes content
retro
and
special.
showcase some of the most exciting games of the past decade, all of which can be found over on our Steam page.
Indeed, and hey, how about a few more of those stats?
Ooh.
According to chat, a whopping 98.7% of viewers tuned in live right now want us to hurry up and get on with the next trailer. So hey, can't argue with facts.
No, you can't.
Hey PC gamers, my name is Dave and I'm the director of Mighty Yell. And
You
if
hide
know
these
us,
presenters.
You know we like to make things.
Well,
that are
Day 9
new,
has been pretty
uplifting,
decent in
and
all
fun.
of these.
With those things in mind, I cannot wait to show you our brand new expressive dance battle
Mission
adventure.
Barton's
All
alright.
Systems Dance. All Systems Dance takes the fun of freely dancing and moving through a space, combines it with some tense arena combat.
Oh,
and
Durandal
heartfelt,
did, sorry.
funny story, all in the name of taking down an evil corporation. Look, we wanted to make a game about dance because, well, we're not the greatest dancers. I'm not. But
Expressive
that doesn't
dance
matter.
battle.
The thing about dance is that everyone can dance. And if everyone can dance, and dance is what you need to save the world, then maybe everyone can save the world. I'm going to let the teaser speak for itself, but please go to allsystemsdance.com for more information. Thank you for watching this, for being a part of this with us. And remember, the revolution will not be choreographed.
You're a closet-driven game player.
Welcome to Port Tomorrow, a perfect place for every Whoosh citizen to work, socialize, and relax. We here at Whoosh have thought of everything, so you never have to.
Don't believe their marketing and don't believe their messaging. This is the face of Whoosh. Look around. We are all trapped here on this island. We are being watched and we have to fight back. I know they outnumber us, but we've discovered their weakness. Their weakness is dance. Dance reprograms them. Dance makes them see us as more than just a number on a spreadsheet. You have to dance. You have to dance like your life depends on it. Take back control, free yourself, and feel the movement. The revolution will not be choreographed.
Great. Unfortunately, I didn't really show you anything, though. Just no gameplay there, Nitro. Not Max. Nah, this is not cool, Big Killer. Not Max, and he's definitely not Max. Is this a vehicle combat game? Oh, maybe not. Maybe a bit more than that. Interesting. You mother silver that average playtime is no less than 3 hours 14 minutes. I never played this demo. Yeah, I was thinking Twisted Metal for a moment there too, that Fuse game. I feel This is one of those games that came out with demo and has never got around to playing it.
Atlas 1-1, this is Zeus.
Humes has a demo.
Do you copy? Over. We've detected the anomalous presence in the Iron Corridor area. We need you to localize it and contain it.
Alright, I may have to take a look at that later.
Activity there. Do not engage.
Finally a game that looks
repeat,
covered.
do not engage. Your goal is simple. Search and contain the anomaly. I repeat, search.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is a thing.
Atlas, do you copy? Respond, Atlas.
Phantom line. Okay.
Okay, Mika, pop quiz.
But I didn't study, Sean.
Quiet, listen. Let's say you find yourself face to face with a huge mutant super soldier whose arm has been replaced by a chainsaw.
Okay.
What do you do?
I like liminal
If I
stuff
were
too.
a mad scientist working for an
FPS
evil mega
backroom
corporation, you know,
liminal
like
thing.
you do, I
Maybe.
would probably replace its other arm with a grappling hook.
Oh my God, perfect! Because that means you would fit right in at Tripwire Interactive.
Oh my goodness.
Who have been working for
Killing
years
Floor
to bring us
3.
the next installment in the Killing Floor series. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the franchise has been a huge staple of the PC gaming show since its inception back in 2015. Tripwire have actually been at 9
Oh, for God's
PC gaming
sake.
shows. In the upcoming sequel, players will face off against a new upgraded generation of Zeds in this long-awaited co-op horror FPS.
And the Zeds aren't the only things that have gotten an upgrade. To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire
hell?
Interactive for this exclusive
is not
look
what I
at the
wanted to
guns
do.
and gore of Killing Floor 3.
Sorry, there we go. Yeah, how about no? Bye. There we go. Takes care of that.
Who's ready for a bit of fun then?
Oh yes, Killing Floor 3 time. Stock lion sound effect, yeah. But is that person flying there? Oh my goodness, they made something that looked like it came straight out of Doom. Coming early 2025. So I'll wait next year for this one.
Action horror would be the thing that we focused on from the beginning with Killing Floor 3. It was really about science gone wrong. I mean, even like, look at this set, right? As a kid of the 80s and 90s, I just loved the Dark Horse Aliens and Predator comics. There were some elements in there about trying to create biological weapons set in a thematically dystopian themed world. So we wanted to tie that in. But from Predator and Aliens, one of the things that you see the most is basically a group of well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet, every single grenade, every single weapon to handle the things that they're being faced with, these kind of insurmountable odds. Those moments are what motivate us, and that's when Killing Floor is at its best.
there's just a combination of just so many small elements that we've improved over Killing Floor 2 experience. We've increased the amount of Zeds that are in the world at one time, so the battle feels way more epic.
We knew we wanted Zeds to become more challenging. We're increasing how they get to you, how they damage you, so the cone of danger has essentially increased dramatically. Anywhere on screen Zeds can be, so I have to kind of keep my head on a swivel and really learn how to prioritize my targets. It's not essentially what's closest to me, but what can get to me faster, what's gonna do more damage. It's just more ways to kind of amplify not only the action, but that horror element as well in KF3.
We have like very detailed hit detection system now, and you can blow off any limb. Every bullet hole that hits it stays there permanently. Exactly where you burn the creature is where you'll see its flesh burnt. We actually have Zeds where you can blow limbs off and they'll keep fighting you if it's not a critical spot of that Zed.
Most of our Zeds have somewhat of a critical zone on it. So certain Zed tech, like on the Flesh Pound, on his back, on his chest, they'll glow. If you shoot that, it will explode off and expose like an inner critical zone that when you shoot, will kind of deal the ultimate killing blow to that Zed. One thing that's always felt great in Killing Floor is shooting things in the head. We wanted there to be variety when you do that. Their heads are made up of multiple meshes so that it can essentially open up and kind of randomizes what that head could look like. There is the opening shot of Day of the Dead, where there's literally just a massive tongue and maybe like a few teeth hanging there. We're very big horror fans, so there's kind of like little Easter eggs throughout everything. That impact and that feedback and that variation makes shooting things in the head feel incredibly rewarding. We hope you enjoyed that exclusive look at Killing Floor 3. For more information, visit killingfloor3.com and wishlist now.
All right, thanks. I mean, it looks okay.
What a beautifully twisted and nightmarishly gory
Certainly
game.
looks like they're going to keep the
my
interesting
action
horror stuff.
I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is the Discord for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping simulator.
Oh, I mean, I was kind of wondering why there was so little chat about killing Zeds and so much about preventing streak marks on kitchen floors.
All right, let's leave Zeds behind.
Well, it looks pretty alright in any event.
A different type of mob filling the streets.
Sounds like a complete
Thousands
psychopath.
of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics for athletes and fans in football tycoon game Coppa City. Here's the world premiere trailer.
Well, I have to wait till next year to play it. That's about all I'm going to get from that, but nice to see the gameplay.
This city is about to experience a football game that could be the greatest it has ever seen. You are responsible.
Unfortunately,
for how it will
Arsenal
go down
in
in
it,
history.
so...
Get ready to host the biggest clubs
Or
from all around the
make
world.
the alternative joke. Unfortunately, Bayern are in it, so...
Prepare for thousands of fans swarming your city. Filling the streets
Starring
with
two
energy
teams
you
that
can
can't
only
win a
get from
trophy
football.
this season.
Safety is a top priority. It's all in your hands. Can you find the right balance?
So, this is about what?
The fans are getting excited, but the pressure on the organizers is rising.
Can you give them what they want? Can you create a night they will remember forever? Everything comes down to your decisions.
So, it's more about managing the actual stadiums. Okay, this is a little of interesting of an idea. Not the team, not the player, but like organizing an event. It's not. Hey, Zero Master. I'm too young to die or Manchester City motors. It's an interesting idea, I guess.
Football Fiesta. Coppa City 25. The first football tycoon.
Yeah, it's certainly a little bit different. I'll give them that. Oh. Looks like there's going to be... Wait, there's only a certain amount of clubs. Alright, I guess the main problem is going to have to get a lot of licenses, right? I mean, if they actually got the license to have Arsenal, Bayern, and Flamenco, whatever that was. Press no offense with the first club to its 1 billion fans. No, I don't think it's like Football Manager, Debop. I think it's like you manage the stadium, you manage running a football event, not the club. That's what's a bit different, I think, about that. It's an interesting idea. Anyway, how's your weekend been, Zero Master? We had a 1.4 million stadium. Well, it seems like it's more about managing the fans as they go to the stadium, you know, like security, ease of access, are they in good time? This looks very puzzly. Paris crashed again, so I'm always good when that happens. PC Game Pass? Which is the same thing as the Xbox Game Pass, I guess.
And Elven Princess and Nightmare Clown.
Hey, Cat.
Are you ready to play awesome games in my own fantasy megaverse? I hope I never wake up.
Stay.
Bad Clown. So what's up first? A little Halo capture the flag, or
Have a lovely picnic.
Why does her voice sound very familiar?
Cat, we've been talking. You do know about PC Game Pass, right?
PC Game Pass? What's that?
It's a membership that
Hey, Dragon Crusaders, how you doing?
Like going to a PC gamer's dreamland, only you're awake and he's not here. Tell me all about it!
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases,
She sounds
along with a
very
curated
familiar.
library of PC games.
It even includes an EA Play membership.
And it's crammed with
Oh
rules
god,
and
yeah,
exclusive
that's
benefits
selling
and
me right there. An
discounts.
EA
If I'm a human instead of a
membership.
rich dream elf, then I'd use it to try games
Oh, I'm
and buy
sold
them for
now.
less. Huzzah!
We are, but it's a
Can I play with my
PC
friends?
Game
Let's play
Pass,
myself. Huzzah!
not a
Oh,
Xbox
multiplayer.
one.
So it's a gaming membership designed specifically for PC players, and you get all these awesome features for a low monthly price?
Exactly! You even get exclusive Riot Games benefits.
I mean,
Thanks, guys.
the
As soon as I
Xbox
wake up,
Game
I'm
Pass is
joining PC
apparently
Game
meant to be
Pass.
pretty
It's
good,
literally a dream come true.
and it looks like we're getting a version that's just for PC
Better,
games,
even.
which may not be the worst idea either. But I think I'll just stick to
Often
buying
I
games.
get to say this, but that terrifying clown and his admittedly cute friends really know what they're talking about.
Oh, they sure do, Mika. PC Game Pass is a great way to try out tons of PC games without having to buy them at full price.
So true. Well, let's keep the show rolling with some more trailers.
How's your weekend been, Dragon Crusaders 369? Every gamer needs an I Love Gaming shirt. You're not a real gamer. Yep. How will you know otherwise, right? How will you know? I mean, I'm not wearing one right now, so how do you know I like my video games? Apart from my... Well, actually, this is more of a subtle gaming topic, which I have. Metroidvania type game with cutesy characters. Awesome.
Solving for Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller FPS about a secret agent turns down one last job too many and gets hunted across the North American wilderness by the military-industrial complex. And I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo here? And they said, well, it's Texas, of course we can hunt you. And I said, what's that? The one thing the games industry needs more than a corporation that gives a shit about developers and their players is WASP slander. Now, I could tell you about how Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere, is making an exciting new action game, but if you get anything out of this next trailer, I hope it's that WASPs are evil bastards and they should be shot on sight. Thank you.
Where are you hiding?
Wasps.
The more you hide, the more agents we send. And the more agents we send, well, come on out, you big bitch.
Okay.
Wait, no!
I've got Hardy.
Agent down.
Okay then. High ship was cool. Does that count?
Lost. But we rose, piece by piece.
That was certainly a stylish FPS game. I'll give Iron a piece
They
of
broke
that.
us once, but I see no broken souls today. I see a people carved from stone.
All games need a throw weapon at enemy button. They certainly do.
And with this stone,
Actually, they certainly do.
we will rebuild.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth, shooting hobos in tracksuits or sweating in a bush in some godforsaken jungle. This is nothing like what you've ever faced. Our intel confirms enemy operators deployed in the AO. And it seems like those alien freaks can be killed with light. Keep your mission objective a priority, and I'll see you on the other side. Moving out.
So far, so good. Every year we can buy one game, the Final Fantasy XIV expansion.
Excellent work as always, Day 9. What's up, everybody? I'm Tasteless,
Holy
and I am
shit,
joined with
what
David,
the
Kim,
fuck?
and Artosis. Today, we're going to be talking to you about a very exciting new game, Battle Aces, a fast-action RTS.
Yeah, so let's get right into it.
Oh
this
my
first
god, they
building
got
that you see right here
Tasteless
is my core.
back.
This is where my units train out of. And also, if I lose the core, then I lose the game.
It seems like in this game, you can expand, like, within seconds of it starting. Is that correct?
Yeah, so right when the game starts, you have enough resources to either expand, tech, or build an
There's
army
two
to
ways to
attack.
play him.
You know, something that we keep seeing show up on this screen right now is that intelligence bar. This is one of my favorite things about Battle Aces, where you can immediately see not just your unit deck, but your opponent's as well, and start strategizing from the get-go.
For sure. And not only that, I can also see the precise, I guess, tech progress of my opponent and vice versa too. So we can strategize very precisely in this game.
So, with these unit decks, you can make almost any combination of units. How many units exactly are in the game Battle Aces right now?
Yeah, so we have 45 units planned for the closed beta, but we'll be adding new units every single season, so the possibilities of strategy will be endless.
Now, I notice here on the intelligence bar, you can see you're teching up, your opponent is taking that faster third base, and I see you're playing like a very defensive, tech-oriented game, whereas your opponent is playing a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the different types of strategies that can be used for different players?
So in this specific game, I'm trying to show off a more easier way to play, so you'll notice that I'm not really clicking all that much kind of thing. So my basic strategy is in tier 1, I have these recall units that can teleport back to any of my bases, making it a very easy defensive option. And I'm straight teching to king crabs that are very strong at harassing enemy bases and expansions.
Now, game timers and RTSs is not like a new thing, but what's interesting about
So-
this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story
We're
with
gonna
that?
have we're gonna do a trailer,
game limit of 10
and we're gonna
minutes in
have
this game.
Tasteless and
So when
Artosis, the
timer
most
reaches
famous
0,
esports
then the
commentary
game
team.
will end,
And we're not even
and the
gonna have
winning
them commentate
player
a
is
full
whoever has the
match like
higher score,
normal.
when that happens.
Now, we noticed that the two king crabs you have, they seem to be on a stealth mission here. It seems like you're skirting the
Why
bottom
don't
of the
we
map,
just,
maybe going
you
up
don't
for a
be
little
cooler
bit
than
of
just
harassment,
this?
a little bit
I
of,
mean, it's nice to hear
counterattacking.
Yeah, for
Artosis
sure.
and
So I
Tasteless
sent 2
doing
to the back
this.
so that I can take down one of these bases,
Well, it's an
hopefully.
advert, obviously.
And while playing
Why don't they just play a
defensive
match
game,
and just
but
have
the
them
enemy
talk
noticed
about
that,
it,
and because
like
he can't,
esports
he was kind
commentary
of
style
off
they used
position,
to?
That's why he went all
That'd
the
be
way
pretty
back
sweet.
third base.
Yeah, it looks like he will end up killing off your third base here. and in fact brings in a huge army, but it looks like you will defend, unfortunately losing that third base.
Yeah, but I do have a bigger army, and I was able to save those 2 king crabs and bring them back. So I'm feeling pretty good about this massive attack.
So this is why it was
Yeah,
a
it looks
very
like you're pushing forward,
quick-paced
and that is
RTS
a very
game.
scary army with that many king crabs. Let's see how you end up doing. It does look like it's going to end up being a rout, even taking down his flying units there. It looks like you've done a great job.
Tastos
this
just was
game,
a shit
David.
back in the
And,
day.
you know, I gotta say, guys, I've played a lot of Battle Aces, and if you want a more in-depth look at the high skill expression available, check it out at playbattleaces.com.
And we'll be starting our beta.
I feel
very
like
soon,
I feel like
in
this is
a
a
few weeks,
massive
so
waste
please
of
make
the
sure to
fact you
sign
got
up for the beta
Tastos
while you're
back.
there at the site.
And be sure to wish list it on Steam. Thank
I
you
mean,
so much
come
for
on.
joining us. That's all the time we have. Day 9, back to you.
Ugh, that feels like such a waste, honestly.
Thanks, Artosis. And Nick Tasteless Plot, my literal brother that refers to me by my internet moniker.
Well, now, Sean, Frankie told us there'd be a lot of great new strategy games in our show, and you know she was right. There has
and
never
half the
been
time
a
it looked
better
like they didn't
time
want
to
to
be a
be
PC
there
gamer
either.
and an RTS fan. And with the lightning-fast action of its 1v1 and 2v2 modes, Battle Aces is a big
Oh, well.
reason why.
And
Next up, Citizen Sleeper 2.
Wait, wait, I'm sorry. I thought I was
no,
gonna...
I thought it...
It's me,
Oh,
right?
No.
Well, look.
Okay.
If you don't mind,
Yeah,
a little
no,
mix-up, but
go for it. Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Okay, well,
The
I don't know
world
what this
of a
is.
malfunctioning android housing the digitized consciousness of a human being can be treacherous existence at the best.
I was supposed to introduce that trailer. Me, Mika. And then he just swoops in and steals it. Ho, you've made a powerful
Oh, they
enemy
definitely
today,
wanted
bot.
it to be dull.
Mika, is everything okay?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, great. As I was saying, this new installment...
Keep talking, Day 9, and you won't have 9 days left after I...
Look, Mika,
What?
we can all hear your thoughts.
What? How?
Well, yeah, you recorded them earlier, you know, in the voiceover studio. I mean, that's the audio that's getting piped into the studio right now. Guys, can we go ahead and mute 003 Mika's internal rage.wave right now?
You got it, Sean.
I'm sorry, I just, I really wanted to introduce the trailer. I'm like the TTRPG girl.
Okay, you know what? Honestly,
yeah.
totally fine. Go
You
ahead.
sure? Okay. You've lost your memory and there's a bounty on your head.
Okay, wait, hold on. Where are my vengeful thoughts?
Oh.
Sorry, Sean. It got taped over with one of our nature documentaries.
All right, well, just play that, I guess.
Well, as I was saying, you've lost your
The
memory.
Bolivian gulping iguana sounds its mating call, a noise often described as nature's dumbest sound.
Oh, forget it. Just cue the dang thing.
Well, in all of its uninterrupted glory, here's our first ever look at the gameplay in Citizen Sleeper 2, which I got to announce and not Sean.
Wake up, Sleeper. We're in trouble. Lane's closing in, and we need this next contract to go right. But nothing's gone right so far. That contract Carson gave us was trouble from the start. Junie? I didn't trust her. Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Mia?
I don't
Was
remember
Andy
even
with that
heard of
drone?
the first one.
Stop the whole thing blowing up in our faces.
I don't really remember if I did.
Or
heard about
Eugene.
it.
He's a loudmouth, but he's tough as hell. Although he did forget to tell us about Vesna. Or we find someone new, but new crew have new problems. The belt is wide, Sleeper. So whatever comes at us next, just remember, nothing in the belt ever runs smooth.
Okay, sequel to a game I don't remember anything about. Is this a Coven trailer? No. But we got some magic and shit. Demon school. Cutesy demon school. And he can fish. That's a big pull. Create your own maps. Hey, didn't we see this earlier? Except it was like 3D. The only game I've played has destroyed friendships. Oh my god. Space Station 13. The what? Wait, what is going on? This is Space Station 13. Space Station 40. Okay.
Wish you could keep track of all the
A
games you're seeing on
sequel
the PC
with
Gaming
an
Show?
actual proper
Well, that's
engine.
exactly
That's
what
not
Wishlist are for.
quite as.
The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a one-stop
I'm
shop
not gonna
where you can
lie,
fill
a
up your
more
wish list with
a
every
probably
single
way
game
more
we're
accessible
featuring on our
version of
show.
Space Station
Make it
13
quick,
could
though.
be
We've got
interesting.
an
Not that I've never
unbeatable
played
trailer
it, but
coming
I've heard so much
That's
about how
no
it's really
exaggeration.
creative.
It really is unbeatable.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Alright, this is where the horror kicks in. Or not. I was determined to become the next Wolfeye girl.
You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Wait, you know this. Unbeatable. Game of music is illegal, and you do crimes. Music is illegal. Hopefully. Yeah, I put out one, huh? Create the loops. I like these types of games that you do so much shit going that your eyes can't keep up. You in the shooting game or this? But I get what you mean if you mean the former. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like the clusterfuck of things going on. You have to really. CL Pikmin 0. Eh. This ain't really a nice model looking at that worm thing, whatever it was. Oh, turns the textures off. In Quake 3 transform.
That is a double shot of exciting news. Core Keeper's upcoming 1.0 launch and twin stick shooters Odenfall coming to early access later this year.
Okay, Mika, I can't wait to show everyone our next game, and it's so exciting. I'm gonna need to stand up for this. Should stand up too.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. It's hard to think of a better combination than the team behind the gloriously gory medieval warfare slasher Chivalry 2 and this classic zombie survival horror game that started out as a mod for Half-Life 2.
Brace yourself for 8-player co-op, permadeath, and the terrifying cinematic experience of No More Room in Hell. So let's take a look.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna want to sit down for this.
But I just stood up.
No More Room in Hell 2 is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on, being Torn Banner. We want that game feel just really intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different.
Feels
We're
like
looking
something I
at
would
how
have
do we
played a
deliver
while,
the
a long
Hollywood
while ago.
cinematic experiences. You know, how do we put you in a place that you've never been before, but you've always wanted to be? It's like a co-op game with consequences. And the fun becomes, how long can I survive the zombie apocalypse?
Oh, is they going to show the in-game footage for it now? It's a bear. Oh, this looks like to be a very different game.
Friendly Mustang has arrived on the battlefield.
It's a multiplayer game. Sorry, swipe you on it.
Take the electrotube to your radio.
Call of Duty Scandinavian Warfare with birds and moose. Play tomorrow. It's a doggo! Dog. Can be ambushed by a dog. It's pineapple approved. And its sequel, Squirrel Wars. Moose Wars. Squirrel Wars. Violence. Movements. Dress up. Okay, whatever that was. I heard it's called Incoactus. I don't know. We didn't really see the name of it for very long. Incauctus. Deck building battle royale. 18. Apparently. Sprint 66. Right. Zero Master not impressed. But Glory. I guess. Distance I played just without cars.
Gore meets parkour in Death Sprint 66. And here I thought the worst thing that could happen while jogging is jogging. Now, you've heard of motorbikes and motorboats, but how about motor brooms? In Crescent County, you can escape to a beautiful and wholesome island of witches, where you don't just fly around on boring old wooden brooms. You suit them up, trick them out, and use them for drifting, racing, and running a high-speed delivery service. Let's take a visit to Crescent County.
Oh my goodness, it's so cutesy and young adulty and well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, ignoring the very generic looking visual style, the actual gameplay looks fun, surprisingly.
And now I'm beyond lucky to be
Well,
joined
surprised
by
that that actually looked
Crescent
more
County's
fun than
creative
it probably
director,
had any right
Anna
to be.
Hollenreich. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited.
Like exploration,
Now, that was a lovely trailer. And
Dreamcraft?
why don't you just walk us through a little more of what we just saw.
It's kind of if you imagine Kiki's Delivery Service meets the Bikes of Kira, set on a rural witch tech island. It's a game about finding yourself kind of as a proto-adult, and I'm really interested in this question of how do you find home in a new space? How does a place become yours? By day, you're driving around the island, making deliveries to the locals, and then by night, you're racing around the island with the characters that you've befriended along the way, or I don't know, maybe you want to get one of the characters to date you, but you need a bed frame because
Can we
they have
paint
self-respect.
fire on the broom?
I believe me.
You did say that you took some personal experiences into this. It's so real. Okay. So talk to me a little bit about where the idea for Crescent County came from.
It's inspired by my first ever proper video games job where I moved to the Isle of Wight. I couldn't stop doing this witch tech mashup. I couldn't stop drawing it. I was going to Comic-Cons, I was selling art about it, and I've been working in big teams on things like Fall Guys. But I knew that if I didn't launch myself out into the unknown, I would never forgive myself.
So you're taking this big leap into making this game, and it's in the cozy genre. What sets your game apart from those?
So this is a delivery life sim game, right? But it's also got underground motorhome street racing in it. I really love genre mashups. I think that they're so interesting. And I love making worlds that feel warm and lived in and loved, where people feel, you know, relaxed and safe. But also, if you want to amp things up, you can trick out your motor broom to the point where you're almost flying and smash into your friends with all your sigil sticker powers.
What about it excites you the most, though?
We're really interested in making this island feel very relaxing to drive around, but also hiding all of these little shortcuts and jumps and boosts all over the place so that it can be just as intense and chaotic sometimes as well.
Where can everyone get their hands on Crescent County?
So this game means the absolute world to us. It's a bit of my heart, it's a bit of my soul, and if it interests you, please add it to your wish list.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay doesn't look terrible in that game.
Amazing, Sean, and it is just oozing.
I think.
Charm. I'm definitely making room for.
I have absolutely no interest in the fucking story of that game because it looks generic and get bullshit. But gameplay-wise, it looks not bad. I don't know why.
It's time to put the brooms away as we take a look at some
I
other.
may have to have a look at that one later as well. Indie.io PC Gaming Show 2024 Showcase. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Maybe I just like the idea of racing and exploring around in a weird broom. I don't know. It's the same kind of thing where I want to play like Forza Horizon for the exploration element. Maybe I saw a bit of that in the game. I don't know. The cutesy stuff, I'll just... Well, if that game has a demo, I might play it and just see if it's actually got the good gameplay.
My name is Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing. I steel myself for what's to come. I may not survive this, but at least I'll go down fighting for a chance to make things right, even if it's too little too late.
I even spell unknown correctly, I'm not fighting you game. I don't know if Fortnite is necessarily responsible for that, though. The cutesy graphic has been around. Well, you know what, actually I don't know. I would have thought Fortnite was responsible for it. Oh, she also rides it on the blue, but this is a survival crafting game. No thanks. Well, so far I have 3 games I need to take a look at after this is over. So, as always, you're doing a good job, PC Gaming Show, to give me some interesting things to look at. FIFA 25, NBA 25, and NFL 25. No, this is not the EA show. What the fuck?
Set out on the journey, my child, and find your voice. For it is the sound of the
Authentic experience.
I don't know where to go.
What the hell does that even mean? Authentic experience of what exactly?
A great sight one can cast. Other words, whereby the heavy cup of wine.
It's an authentic experience as opposed to a not authentic experience. What does that even mean? I don't understand that whatsoever. Cat quests. Yeah, I just sigh for this one. No, come on. You can do more cat modes. Wait. Okay, that didn't actually look super terrible, but no.
Hello, my name is Nicole He, and I'm working with Nereal and Devolver Digital to make the world's first first-person shooter, The Crush House. So in the game, you've been hired to produce 1999's hottest reality show, and your job is to choose the cast, film the drama, and give the audience what they are thirsting for. But remember, never ever speak to the talent. Anyway, all the different audience groups want to see different things, so let's see who's tuning in today. All right, we've got the divorced dads. They want to see bromances, meat on the grill, strong male emotions, you know, divorced dad stuff. And the fish freaks are here. We've earned money from ads, so let's put some fish in the tank for them. This is normal for reality TV. And the film students are watching, and they want to see all of this at a Dutch angle, of course. Hold on, butt guys in the chat, let's see what they have to say. Pants are a prison for the ass, if that's what you want, Sir Mix-a-Lot. You know, if we combo all the different things that they want to see in frame together, the ratings will go up even more. Chat is loving it. And no matter how crazy the audience requests are, we have to satisfy them or else the show will be canceled. But don't worry if things do go wrong. This is reality TV after all. Just pick a new cast, start the season over, and maybe this time we'll make it to the series finale of The Crush House.
Okay. Someone gift John this game. Someone ban Zero Master. That's not happening. You don't waste your money on that shit. I'm not playing it. It's your idea of hell, yeah. I mean, idea is interesting, I guess. I just don't want to play it. Just no. Fuck guys. Hey guys, you can fish. Oh, it's a Street Fighter thing. Oh, cute. We can high five things. Yeah, fitting. Ooh. was slightly interesting.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Deep Space Truckin'. I'm gonna make my 4th game on the explore list.
Trust me when I say I know what it's like to wait for a big release to arrive. This particular download has been queuing for months. But fans of extraction shooters, and I'm talking about the extraction shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new genre, don't have much longer to wait. Multiplayer FPS Escape from Tarkov has been in beta since 2017, but is now preparing for its heralded 1.0 release. Here's a look at what's coming when the granddaddy of extraction shooters goes gold.
Ну, здравствуй, солдат. Давненько не заходил. Куда пропадал-то? Так ты на арену поддался, но все равно вернулся, да? Чемпион. Да, изменился ты. Но и у нас тут жизнь не стоит на месте. Конфликт в Таркове снова разгорается. И пока неизвестно, чем все это закончится. Похоже, придется тебе снова показать, чего ты стоишь, боец. Путь осилит идущий, так ведь? И кто знает, может, у тебя и получится сбежать из Таркова.
Get out of here, stalker. He looks very angry. Out now. No jump button, no problem, right? Skill not included, you'll figure it out. Okay. What's your friend challenge? Okay. Very Super Meat Boy-esque, I would say. But you can play it right now. Curious.
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you. As long as Uru is free, your world is in mortal peril. Help me seal him away. Stem the tide of destruction. It's the least you can do.
Come at me. You're in my way.
Celeste Glow.
Let's go. Come and get it.
Real dragon weird. Oh, the game just called 83. Stormtrooper Simulator 2024.
Ready?
Oh, is this the game you have to beat in 10 seconds so you die? Something like that.
You have 10 seconds. Destroy these damn robots.
Oh yeah, that's it. You gotta beat him in 10 seconds.
Okay, boss. Roger.
Or else you die.
To take care of our bud.
Yeah, it's not like you, in the future, everyone's adrenaline will be set to like this weird thing where you have to be constantly doing cool shit.
Blows your mind. Mullet Mad Jack.
Sean, I am sad to say it, but we're not a million miles away from the end of our show.
What? Already?
Oh, wait. Sean, are you about to yell no and dramatically wave your fist at the sky?
No, I just thought I was gonna sneeze.
Oh.
Anyways, as you were saying.
Right, well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to...
Sorry, it turns out I am allergic to shows nearing conclusion.
Well, as I was saying, it is time to share something very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders, and there's something out there for everyone. Strategy, survival, puzzle games, co-op, there are even some really great, cozy, no-stress city builders.
And it's true. But even with all the city builders I play, I can honestly say that we've never seen one quite like this. From a very talented team of developers who made games like Mark of the Ninja and Gone Home, let's watch the world premiere of Generation Exile.
You say Gone Home?
Our generation ship was to travel hundreds of years across the stars so we could build a new world for humanity. We had tried to restore Earth's ravaged ecology. The desperate solution nearly wiped us out instead. And now it's on the ship. And it's growing. There are only a few thousand of us left, and we cannot repeat the past. In our ship's closed ecosystems, resources are finite. Nothing can go to waste. Every bit of scrap needs to be salvaged, reclaimed, and repurposed into what we need to survive. Materials, food, water, air. We might not always work well with each other. We might squabble, we might stumble, but we are all we have. As we're building a balanced ecosystem, years will go by like minutes. We must adapt to each other and to the unknown. We're not just learning to build a sustainable future. Everyone on board is living their own story, and your story will be different from mine. Can we escape the mistakes that drove us from our home? Because every decision we make
you have to wait another 5
will
years.
determine if humanity earns a second chance.
Okay. I'm like 5,000 years.
Generation Exile is a sustainable solarpunk city builder with a reactive emergent narrative that changes every single time the game is played. You are aboard a generation ship traveling for several hundred years, leaving a ecologically ravaged Earth behind.
The sun was going down
to find a
somewhere,
new home
so
for humanity.
maybe it was
so
dust.
rather than repeat the
Now, this
failings
is,
of Earth in the past, you need to find a new way to develop a society that is sustainable and can thrive.
Your job is to make sure that you shepherd humanity successfully to the destination planet, and that they
Generation
live to get there,
Exile.
and there's enough people to keep humanity going.
Keep humanity
Players'
going.
goals
City
differ
builder
a bit
type game.
from traditional recognizable city builders, where yes, you're still having to provide the basics for your society: food, shelter, clean water, but there's kind of this unquestioned notion that we see both in a lot of strategy games, but also just in the world around us, where it's like, oh, well, when we need more resources, we can just keep extracting, we can just keep growing and growing and growing. It's simply not possible to keep expanding forever. And that is a thematic element of the game for sure, but I think part of that has come from just looking at the industry around us, where all the goals are just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? We see the harm that is caused by that single-minded focus on how can we extract as much value in the short term. And the people who are the harmed the most by that are the thousands of people who in the last 6-8 months have lost their jobs, right? So as you make your way through the game and progress through the game, rather than just infinitely getting bigger, it's about becoming more regenerative, to use only what you have around you, because there's no external source of anything else.
Fundamentally, you're on a spaceship. You got what you got.
I don't know if that was a subtle dig at
What we
people
wanted to
getting
achieve
fired
is to
from the
take
game
a
companies
relatively
recently.
recognizable set of city building mechanic, but having more narrative
While
and
talking
story
about the
elements
game,
there
I
as
guess.
well. The thing that is so rich about city builders is that they're so systems dense, and that game state is all very much driven by the choices and decisions that the player is making. But the opportunity then we saw is to look at all that in the city building layer game state, and then
Drag it out into the narrative.
Exactly.
Kicking and screaming.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
Where rather than, just like everyone's gonna play through the game and at turn 15, this thing happens, then at turn 25, this thing happens. Instead, you can just have authored narrative events that are reactive to whatever choices you've made, like weird ecology things that are occurring aboard the vessel, or
They're situational.
various crises.
Yeah.
Small and large. We're able to provide the player the ability to make consequential specific decisions that are divorced from just the pure systems of the game, which then informs the events that will occur in the future, so that at the end, there will be echoes of the decisions you've made along the way. It should feel like the journey to get there is one that you uniquely experience, and the conditions that you finish with are ones that are reactive to all the decisions you made leading up to that point. The game can be wishlisted right now on Steam, and folks can also just go to somniumstudios.com to sign up for our newsletter and learn more as we roll things out. There'll be more delicious tidbits in there.
Will they be delicious?
They'll be delicious.
How delicious?
No, thanks.
A huge thanks to the good folks at Sonderlust for letting us take a look inside their new sci-fi city builder, Generation Exile.
It looks incredible, and the amount of love and work the team have put into it really shines through.
Now look, we are under no illusion that this last year has been incredibly difficult for so many developers in the face of thousands of layoffs and countless studio closures.
Today, we are so grateful that we have the chance to put a spotlight on many people really continuing to make games in the face of uncertainty.
And if there's any game you saw in our show or in any of the other many showcases, we encourage you to purchase or even just wishlist any of the games for developers that you care about.
You're not signed in.
Next up, you'd think the sight of a house standing up and walking around on two weird, massive chicken legs would be horrifying. But when you realize it's taking some heavy witch vibes from everyone's favorite Slavic folklore character, Baba Yaga, it's actually pretty awesome. Reka is the base building exploration game you'd curse yourself for missing.
Build your home and it moves around. Alright. Chicken house. Decorate your house.
We aren't the only ones celebrating an anniversary. iBuyPower is hitting a major milestone of their own, having been around for 25 years. iBuyPower is a fully independent and leading manufacturer of high-performance pre-built and custom gaming PCs based in North America. As a special thanks for 25 years of powering the PC gaming community, iBuyPower is giving away one of their official VCT Americas PCs, the RDY Y70 Valorant VCT AR002. This bad boy boasts a hefty AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D CPU, a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, and 32 gigs of DDR5 5600 MHz RAM. Did I also mention it's got iBuyPower's 240mm RGB liquid cooling unit? For your chance to win, head over to pcgamer.com.
It's got all the pretty lights you could ever ask for.
Back to more trailers.
Meet the Lock creatures. Their language brings them to life and expands their society. Learn and spell their words, each with its own special ability to change the environment in deep and surprising ways. Play the Lock Digital demo, available today.
Alright.
In a world where the top special forces operatives are all just wizards for some reason, one team is unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the brink of war. And only one group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy SEER who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating, unless her enemies aren't standing near windows. The Necromedic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. The Rebel Riot Priest, your heavy support. Faith is her armor. But she is also wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy mode if they need it. Tactical Breach Wizards. Coming to Steam August 20th. Demo available now. Also, could you wishlist it, please? Thanks.
Tactical Breach Wizards.
Wow, what a show so far. I'm absolutely loving it. And don't forget, you can do more than just watch this amazing lineup of games.
Well, it does seem like a silly idea.
Too.
Yeah.
Visit the PC Gaming Show Steam page to wishlist all the titles you've seen on today's show, all in one convenient, clickable place. Now, do you love history? Do you also love lists with between 9 and 11 items on them? Then today is your day. For our 10th anniversary, we've counted down the 10 biggest moments in PC gaming over the past decade. You can see where your favorite moments landed by visiting pcgamer.com/10. Right, time to grab some friends and head for the sky, where you can turn floating islands into your personal skyships and soar through the clouds. It's co-op survival craft made cozy. Here's an uplifting look at Aloft.
Hello, I'm Manuel Bergeron, founder and creative director of Astrolab Interactive. It is my greatest pleasure to announce that we just launched a new multiplayer demo for our game Aloft, a sandbox survival game set in the sky. Take a look at our new trailer for a few more surprises.
Can we see more Tactical Breach Wizards instead? Just pretend that they're somewhere in this floating island thing. Hold up a second, I think Shakar has played this, but Shakar is not here right now. I am very sure that Shakar has played something very similar to this, at least, with floating islands. I'm sure I've seen her play the demo of this or something. Yeah, I recognize this. This is definitely something Shakar has played. We don't have beating Trials of Death, so it's all doesn't seem like they're going to show anything new from that Doom thing, are they? I got my Killing Floor 3 gameplay bucket, and I guess that's about it. Trying to play the knockoff Game Boy. Wait. Okay. What on earth are we seeing? Wait. Whoa, this is... Wait, you actually use the thing as a weapon too? So... You're kind of like going between the perspectives. I guess that's something, all right. Let's get down that list immediately. It's kind of like what Paper Mario does, but it happens at the same time. And with a Game Boy rip-off thing, and it actually looks good. Although it did look a bit weird when the 2D character was like looking at nothing in the background when you're doing the 3D stuff, but still. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
You bring the police to my door? To my rig?
I can sort this, right? I just need time.
Don't you answer me back! You're fired. You hear me? Fired. Jesus, Gregor! Gregor!
I might have been too until I saw the Chinese food was involved, and I'm not excited anymore. Still Wakes the Deep, starring people that fucking made a terrible Amnesia expansion.
Dude, Hotel Galactic looks so cute, right?
Oh my God, it does. And honestly, I would just love to manage a bed and breakfast for alien travelers. I just worry that my quaint taste in timeless valence bedspreads just might not be suitable for interdimensional species taste. I don't know.
This is the time of year where all the people want to make those big
if anybody
directs
can
and
create the
conferences and
cutest
stuff
bed
for
and
the
breakfast
summer
for interdimensional
gaming
space
thing.
beings, It's you. It's this guy.
Oh, you always care, Mika.
Oh, I know I do. And you know what else I care a great deal about? It's the developers at the Chinese Room getting back to their roots for more first-person horror. Still Wakes the Deep looks atmospheric as hell and positively chilling.
Amen to that, Mika. And hey, speaking of chilling, get ready to side-scroll your way through a 2.5D post-apocalyptic zombie survival with Into the Dead.
Set in 1980s Texas, you are charged with gathering resources, managing party members, and crafting items, all whilst hordes of killer zombies try to chomp down on your brains.
And what's worst of all is that this is taking place during a scorching heat wave.
Oh my God, and as someone who lives in California, I can confirm that's way worse than zombies.
I feel you. I mean, my family's Irish. I get sunburned by the moon.
Straight to the point.
Hi, PC Gaming Showcase. I'm Tanya from KitFox Games, and I'm here to show you 3 different games today. So let's start with Dwarf Fortress.
Hi, I'm Zach Adams.
And I'm Tarn Adams. We're the co-creators of Dwarf Fortress, inviting you to play Adventure Mode in open beta.
And we'll be adding tutorials and demigods later this summer.
While you're waiting,
Dwarf
you can
Fortress.
play Caves of Cud, the most intricate roguelike ever made.
Hello, we're Brian
and Jason, co-creators of Caves of Cud. After 15 years, the game is getting its 1.0 release later this year. But out today is the spring molting patch with its all-new UI. Live and drink.
And our final piece of news today is a whole new game to announce, a world premiere for the PC Gaming Showcase, Streets of Fortuna.
Boyfriend Dungeon? No idea.
How will you survive in Fortuna? Will you be a thief? A cook? A smuggler? An artisan? A trader? The city is a richly generated sandbox, each citizen living their simulated life. Use knowledge to your advantage. Romantically or politically. Live your other life in Streets of Fortuna.
Redeploy. Max! Yeah, this is very, very odd. This is also very, very Netflix. Oh yeah, they have a gaming Division
That was
and
the
Netflix
rise of the
now.
Golden Idol, once again inviting you to unravel the truth being a tangled mystery. Now, take a look at a game from our friends at Hooded Horse that combines turn-based strategy with real-time exploration. Here's the new trailer for Every Day We Fight.
While our countries were at war, the Rifters came. They put a dome over the city. Suddenly, almost everyone was frozen. Just a few of us were left.
Not soldiers, just ordinary people.
You know what? I never used to like guns.
Are we alive? I could swear I just got killed.
I think we jumped back in time.
Vivian! See what else she can do!
Don't miss.
Time loops, looks like it. I got with mine. Oh, we got. Well, a different kind of cutesy. Oh, it's. And if I get what it's called, yeah, it's
Velkomin í verndarvættatöð.
Age of Sin Holiday. It's another crafting game. Ish. Well, unfortunately, I only started streaming about 25 minutes before, so I wasn't able to get a bingo card going this time.
Hi everyone, this is Dave, Community Manager on Windblown, the upcoming action roguelike from Motion Twin, the creators of Dead Cells. These cute characters here are the Leapers, who live in the Ark, a peaceful village now threatened by a massive vortex of doom. So, they train up with fearless warriors to fight back in an attempt to save their world. Using a cool thruster, you can dash at lightning speed, letting you dart across the stage, dodge out of enemy attacks, or find new areas and secrets. Through each run, you'll be able to equip different gear and upgrades, creating powerful synergies between them. For example, switching weapons at the end of a combo will let you unleash a super powerful move called an Ultra Attack, if you can time it right. Jump online with up to 2 other players, meaning you can mix your builds with your friends and find the best combinations to carry you through the diverse biomes. Windblown will launch later this year into Steam Early Access. Player feedback is super important to help us craft a game that you guys will love to play. So join us on Steam for the latest updates and information, and how you can join in on the fun. See you soon in Windblown.
Folks, we are in the final stretch of the 10th anniversary PC Gaming Show, but that doesn't mean we are winding down. We are, in fact, amping up.
That's right! We're wrapping things up today with not 1, but 2 world premiere trailers in a row. It's like buy one, get one free world premieres.
No, Sean. That coupon expired in 1989, so we won't be getting.
Oh, well, that's too bad, except, look at this! This is our 10th PC Gaming Show, which means I get a free world premiere.
Look at this guy! Thanks to Sean's
Just
Grandmaster level
2,
hardline,
finally.
let's check out 2 big world premiere trailers to cap off our show.
Alright, do it. I don't think this is going to be Dust 2. Dust 2 and 3. Ooh. Draw red circles and they become your little buddies. Okay, that's 1. This is the 3rd game of the night where we've had a TV screen used as part of the trailer. Might be the 4th. Hey, Jake does. This must be phase 4 to 6. Okay, no, Tom. I'm not going to wish was the game.
And that is a wrap on the PC Gaming Show 2024. We had such a great time showing you all the exciting PC games headed your way, and we're especially thrilled that you could join us for our 10th anniversary show. And I mean, if you've been tuning in to watch our show for 10 years straight, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you.
And if this is your first time watching, just watch this show like 10, 20 more times. Make up for all the ones you've missed and for the future ones.
That's 100% how the coupon works.
Right, and the punch card.
And we can't forget to say goodbye
trailer.
to our brave captain of the watch
I'm sure
party,
Square
the
Enix
amazing
conference will have you
Frankie
covered,
Ward.
Depop.
Guys, it's been a great show and I had an absolute blast. Before we go, we also want to give a huge thank you to all the game developers, artists, designers, writers, voice actors, and everyone else out there working so hard day after day to create games we all play and love. We appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely, Frankie. And don't forget that you guys at home can wishlist every game you saw on our show today by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Thank you so much again, everyone, and we'll see you again in November for the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted.
Heck yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Civilization 7 and a trailer. Okay.
Oh, that's other hand.
Bye.
Oh, wow,
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye now.
Bye.
Alright, well, I guess that's...
Fantasy world with post-apocalyptic vibes. Let's go back. Get this.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop watching that there, I think. Okay, well, that was the PC Gamer Show. There's a couple of games in there which I'm going to take a look at right now as soon as Steam loads. Let's see. Oh my god, there's a new Black Ops game coming out. If I pre-purchase for 70 fucking pound? Fuck off. I'm not doing that shit. Right, I need to take a look at all these games that were suggested. Let's see. Fumes? Fumes. Retro vibe, retro car, retro gameplay. Oh, this actually looks a little different, I think, to the one that was just shown. Over the demo. But I will have time to play that tonight or the next 2 days. If I do play this demo, I'll also play off screen. Oh man. This really does look a bit like Twisted Metal, doesn't it? Style gameplay. Oh, that was pretty sweet, actually. I'm not gonna lie. An early access game with a demo. How big's the demo? Oh, only 496 things. Alright. I guess I can get that a download. I'm a little curious. A little bit. Alright, you got my attention with that one. What else was there? Ah, Phantom Wine. Join the Paranormal Squad. Phantom Wine is a... This is the same one we just saw. Phantom Wine is a co-op shooter. A co-op shooter set in the post-nuclear European continent. Your mission is to search and contain paranormal events and anomalies hidden from the public eye in an open world map full of dynamic events. Thanks, Steam. Okay. So it's a co-op game with okay. The Paranormal SWATs. All right. Maybe a little interesting, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's a co-op game, so there is that.
Do you copy? Over. We've detected the anomalous...
Yeah, alright. And no demo on this one. Huh. Alright. Similar to games you've played, Final Fantasy XIV. Get fucked deep. Pop out. This game is similar to Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, but honestly, though, there's something about this game that's just so... I don't know. Again, I feel like the gameplay could be a little interesting. The actual racing around and exploring on a boom, I guess, looks a little interesting. I'm going to put it on my wish list. I don't know why. There's something about that that just seems slightly appealing. Yeah, you just revealed that one. Oh, here we go. An actual gameplay. This is one about cargo jobs. Okay. So you take the cargo and then... Ooh, wow.
Johnny's been driving since well before dawn. He's trying to get there before he loses all his songs. The sun was blazing on the side of the road. He took his breath, but it might just take his soul. Oh, yeah. She was a hitchhiker on the bright side. She had a name that left him blind. She was a supernova on the corner playing a game. If he ain't careful now, he'll be... Great job. Glad to see you finally made it.
This looks really cozy. In a good kind of way. Honestly. Oh, there's a demo as well. Yes. Oh, that one's a bit bigger. Maybe I can't download that one. I'm going to try anyway. See if we can get away with it. Oh, this looks so interesting from a sort of... Wait, it does have a release date. 3rd of September. It's a bit of a bigger one, but it's fine. Alright, that looks like interesting. I like my spacey games. And then Screenbound. I mean, the idea of the perspective switching is kind of interesting, I guess. It looks a bit weird on the actual Game Boy screen, I guess, suppose. I don't think we need to do any more of that. Enter the unique world of Screenbound, where your Quantum Boy Q-Boy transports you into a weird dual-dimensional space that occupies 5D, which is 3D plus 2D. Screenbound is a platform like any other. You move in first-person view at the same time while playing in 2D on the screen of your Q-Boy. Mind-bending environmental puzzles will force you to test the limits of dimensional space. Your jumping and movements are mirrored, but certain things affect the opposite dimension. Combat is in 2D, and you will receive your loot in 3D. So how the heck did this happen? Your mom invented the device and you found it in the garage. She was keeping it secret all this time, but the other dark secrets start to come out as you delve deeper. You'll find some other stuff too, but let's not spoil the plot. Screenbound also has a level editor in its traditional 2D style, but here's another twist. It also generates the 3D level for you. Just imagine the possibilities. Huh. This is part of also Wholesome Direct. I kind of like, again, I do like the idea of the split screen sort of thing. Upper right. You've received a gift from Lord Misfit. Oh, what's this? What? What is this? Sweet, sort your damn wish list. What am I supposed to do with this? A so unique survival farming based building tycoon horror game? Washing dishes. What the fuck? It's more than it looks. Well, when it's described as a unique survival farming based building tycoon horror. Alright, so this is... Alright, well, cool, I guess. Thanks. Yeah, so... A demo of this game will be pretty sweet to play, I suppose. But thank you, Lord Misfit, for Dishwashing Simulator. Guess I'll have to add that to my... future projects list or something. I should reorganize my wish list a little. I deleted a few things from it the last time I took a look at it. Oh my god, this is a long demo. But yeah, thank you, Lord Mister. That's very kind of you to add that. And that's another one for my gifted games off list. Alright, so that's all the games from the PC Gamer Show I was interested in, I suppose. Still need to get the coziest game on Steam. Alex Jones, NWO Wars. And then you've mentioned Papatur. Oh, my wish list. I mean, I might have added 5 more games to it, but, you know, there's still lots of stuff on my wish list that is, just fine. Okay. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the stream. So, yeah. That's pretty much going to be it. I'm talking about the fact you could sort the order of importance of wishlist stuff. Can you? Oh. Well, I'll have to do that some other time. Alright, well, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching this. There was a few interesting games on there. I was hoping to see some more of the Doom, the Dark Ages, but I guess no. Probably more of that next year. It's Killing Floor 3 got shown. Nice to see what that game is possibly going out to be like. And I have to wait another year to play it. Yay. But yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. I will be doing the Doom WOD playtesting for the month. With the Euro tournament starting in 5 days. So I'm going to be getting the sort of order for the next 2 days of streaming is I'll be doing some Doom WOD playtesting tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, I will be playing The Witness and trying to maybe finish that game before my Euros football tournament related break that's coming up. Sorry. I did see that the Talos Principle DLC is coming next week. I need to decide if I'm going to play that, honestly. I will have to see. But I won't be able to play it right away due to the upcoming break I'm going to have, and I have to decide if I'm going to get it. I'll have to see. But, yeah, I am aware of it. Thank you, Zero Master. So, yeah, hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow for the Doom WOD playtesting session. So, have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you then. Take care.